can't change clothes. Reached the stop below. Got so close. Now I can't change tone. You don't wanna know, but I can't let go.
Long Beach, I was in the front seat watching drivers struggle with the wheels, so we're starving. Taking super cheap for Stony Creek. I was at the station on my feet like what's the statue supposed to eat? You should pay a visit to your people. You should pay attention to the scribbles on the steeple. Future, I'll be posted on the eagle. Currently, I'm on them bed needles. I was on the coastline home, baby, crack, I could've gone mind off a couple grams. That was back with me and like was dropping super jazz. I was in the bathroom making music with my hands and beat sands in the sands. Everybody rotate around the couch. Super hot inside the house, inside a bed, so you melt. And we made that city at tobacco. I got meth inside my pipe and I got crack that made me battle. I woke up and got some hurt. Eyeballs on my shirt, eyes inside my head, and I got eyes inside the dirt. Me and QB both worked at the movies. When we go to one that made me good on my producers. Dougie had a vision that when we were like a regular. Throw some Johnny Naskins that is crawling out the credits. It's a large gang, dark, saints. Everybody eating on some large canes. Took a bus to Long Beach, I was in the front seat watching drivers struggle with the wheel, so we're starving. Tickets super cheap for Stony Creek. I was at the station on my feet like what's the statue supposed to eat? You should pay a visit to your people. You should pay attention to the scribbles on the steeple. Future, I'll be posted on the eagle. Currently, I'm on the bed needles. Took a bus to Long Beach, I was in the front seat watching drivers struggle with the wheel. Tickets super cheap for Stony Creek. I was at the station on my feet like what's the statue supposed to eat? You should pay a visit to your people. You should pay attention to the scribbles on the steeple. Future, I'll be posted on the eagle. Currently, I'm on the bed of needles. Let's take. I hope this doesn't fuck up. I had to sober up cause I forgot what sober was. I still love getting high, but more so I love getting funds. Do you trust me? Do you know these pedals turn to dust? From time to time is an illusion and the pedals plugged. Then the time is up, but will be is the same as was. Can kill me in a way that does, only in the ways that don't matter to me anymore. So detached from skin and bone. When you leave, I lock the door. When I if that's how it goes. People come and go. People came and went. I missed the game and watch, cause I'm too dement. Might forget some shit or might lash out within distress. I accept my flaws and love myself for all my mess. All of my shortcomings surface when you show short. If I feel old, I'll have to tear you to the ends of earth. I try to let things go, though I've seen how they hold the hurt. And it doesn't work, it's the tip of birds. I've gone colder as the years have passed. Older, but I'm not as rash. Bolder, I'm no longer brash. Bullish when I torture wax. Bearish when I see the crash. Spare my skin to feel the ice. Fear of death, I learn to lack. Things I've done, I've earned the flag. I sober up cause I forgot what sober was. I still love getting high, but more so I love getting funds. Do you trust me? Do you know these pedals turn to dust? From time to time is an illusion and the pedals plugged. And the time is up, but will be is the same as was. Can kill me in a way that does, only in the ways that don't matter to me anymore. So detached from skin and bone. When you leave, I lock the door. When I if that's how it goes, and I might lock the door. But you can always knock. We can turn the page, we can't turn back the clock. Some people cause me pain, but pain is how I'm taught. So you can feel the way, but that's not what I want. But what I want versus what I need. Me versus me, my mimic tear fall down my cheek. Don't have to speak, know what you think. Tales from a shrink, back from the brink. Bluffs calling me, just let it ring. Gusts at my back, wind under wings. Dove in my hand, two in the tree. Shirt in the sand, heart on the sleeve. And my blood on the leaves. But there's no need to grieve. No, there's no need to grieve.
Hit the highway, riding down 60, running away from the setting sun. Horizon is the goal line and I'm keeping up. I've said nothing in 2 hours and I've said enough. The rolling rhododendron hills are speaking for me, speaking tongues older than the wind that's blowing northeast with whispers riding currents. Hens of honeysuckle surge in rhythm of the earth's low pulse. In summer circle ancient dirt like buzzards, searching solace in connection to the place in which I stood. Autumn leaves will scatter, manic, curling upwards towards the sky that's bleeding down through skeletons of wood. Scraping branches at the night, morning dew turn into permafrost, a stasis of the nature permeating through the forest into the interstate I'll hide.
Autumn leaves are crunching at my feet, the soil's cracking under me. I'm bleeding, melancholy dripping out my veins onto this beat. And I'm biting at my cheeks, I'm ripping out my teeth. I'm filling up my stomach with this liquid, I don't need it. So quiet when I'm 6 feet underground, I'll probably see it. This season passed like roadkill out my windowsill. And through this orange light, I can see my future still. I heat the glass up with my breath, so I know it's real.
Spent hours weaving through hills, twist suspension, a wave of mountains crashing over my shell. Autumn colors tint the image, beauty killing my peripheral. Tunnel vision blocking senses, solemn solitude and still. I need more, I need silence, I need melancholy, modeled isolation. After need for deprivation, from a tonal aggravation. Overwhelmed and out of date, the rain and fog could be a blanket. Mist of my skin and antiquated pain. The grass of Appalachia stains my soul. What's wrong? A little bit of alone time, never hurt anyone. One with the dogwood and the hemlock. Wanna hop on the road, eyes locked to the tree line, to the world stop, to the pressure rise and the earth drops, to the distant mountains shift from blue into infinity, until the winter weather withers leaves to corpses of the season. It seems to me my home is ever moving, right along the breeze. I feel alone, but so enveloped by an ocean made of trees.
Autumn leaves are crunching at my feet, the soil's cracking under me. I'm bleeding, melancholy dripping out my veins onto this beat. And I'm biting at my cheeks, I'm ripping out my teeth. I'm filling up my stomach with this liquid, I don't need it. So quiet when I'm 6 feet underground, I'll probably see it. This season passed like roadkill out my windowsill. And through this orange light, I can see my future still. I heat the glass up with my breath, so I know it's real.
Yeah, you drive your action to the tree of life and cut and cut. I can't help but bring myself
out for once a month. It's like these vibes around my feet grow every time I hit the blunt. And when I do, I see the shape of you entangled by the sun. I think I'm Sisyphus, I push this rock uphill until I'm dead and crushed. If I jump, see you at the bottom like it's only up. I hit this blunt just like it's a virus, take over my lungs. I can't fucking think straight, I hear ass just speaking tongue. My life's a joke, no one's laughing, that shit's just like improv. My pockets got 3 different types of money like it's Tarkov. I got that shit that makes your heart stop. Too quiet, you'll hear a pin drop. I pull strings like a slingshot. Got big bang like a
All
big
the
gun.
leaves are crunching at my feet, the soil's cracking under me. I'm bleeding, melancholy dripping out my veins onto this beat. And I'm biting at my cheeks, I'm ripping out my teeth. I'm filling up my stomach with this liquid, I don't need it. So quiet when I'm 6 feet underground, I'll probably see it. This season passed like roadkill out my windowsill. And through this orange light, I can see my future still. I keep the glass out with my block. Drop your links to your tracks below this tweet, and we'll listen to them live on YouTube at 8 p.m. EST. Times are subjective to change. Melmige Monday, super fun. I hope to see you there. Please come and check. We're super chill. And Melmige, she's so awesome. 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 If you check the link in his SoundCloud, you can find his Discord server. We all have a good time there. Come on down.
Hey. What's happening? So many people are pulling through. Yeah, I had no idea that it was happening. But Indianapolis, about a month away. I could swing that. I could probably take hold on, what day? January 17th. Let me check the date. You guys better not be doing this shit on a fucking Saturday. Oof. Alright. Maybe not. I gotta work every weekend. But with a month's time of preparation, I might be able to pull that off. Call off work, you don't understand. When you're in management, it's a lot more difficult to just be like, I'm not going to be here on the busiest day of the week. But I think with a little less than a month's advance, I could probably pull some strings. Now, would I maybe have to drive back same night? Possibly. I've done worse things to myself. 5 hours up, 5 hours back, get home at 4 a.m., sleep for 4 hours. Go back to work Sunday. I could probably pull that. Now, I'm not promising anything. So don't tell anybody I'm coming. But I will check the roster. We excited as fuck for it. Actually, let's pull up this roster real quick. Whose Instagram account is this bad boy on? Where can I look to find this? Or has it even been announced yet? Jaded Loner? Okay, let's check it out. Epitome of Failure, a name in which the font betrays because I can't read it. Maybe Junebug. Jaded Loner, Procane, Faded Winds, Crazy White, Shizu Kesa, Taylor's Diary, Wraith, Lowell Hermit. Man, there is a lot of good names coming up here. Stock Drive for the Homeless, Philanthropic in Nature, which I'm always a huge fan of. I'm a huge fan of making the community a platform for charitable acts. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Let's see here. Junebug is out, unfortunately. Bro, I'll fill the spot. Don't worry about it. Yeah, this looks like a really fun little lineup. I'm a big fan of this. You know what? I'm wasting any of my time with you because I'm hyped to meet you. Listen, if I pull up, you're gonna be spending 100% of your time with me. We're gonna be attached at the hip. I'm gonna handcuff you to me. Epitome is getting a longer set, and so is Shizu in their place, so no Mel set. That's okay. I'm teasing. I'm not making it about me. But that being said, I would love to show up and support you guys and just generally have a fun time. Indianapolis, that's like 5 hours away, right? Indianapolis is not. Hold on. Oh, dude, Indianapolis is 4 hours away. Holy shit. Okay, I can do that. I can do 4.5 hours front and back. Let's say the show ends at let's say I leave at midnight. I can do that. Yeah, even closer than I thought. That sounds like a good time. Okay.
We can have auto-tune while performing. I've never used auto-tune while performing. I don't even use backing vocals. I just use a beat and the heart and passion that I have to drive my music forward. Yeah, you know what? I'll tell you this, guys. Give me like a week to figure out what my schedule looks like in the coming months. Dude, actually, you know what? I told them I would close Christmas. So maybe I could use that as a bit of leverage to be like, hey, guys, I did this really cool thing for you by closing on Christmas Day because we're open on Christmas. Could you possibly give me like 2 days off, 17th and 18th, so I can drive home? All right, it's all coming together. I really feel like we have a good vision and a good goal for getting me to this Indianapolis show. So no promises, of course. I don't like making promises that I can't follow through on. Makes me feel like a piece of shit. But I will enthusiastically say there is a 70% chance that I will be there. You could swing live interviews. I would love to, but I'll tell you this. I went to Pennsylvania for the Helmus show that Reserved for Hell was hosting. And my intention was, well, obviously to be there and have fun and support my friends. But I had the thought that we could do live interviews. Oh, we could do interviews at the show. But it was so fucking loud that I couldn't even hear the normal conversations that I was having with people. So we might have to step outside for those if that's something that we wanted to do. I think it'd be sick. But yeah, you know what? Hey, Mac, bro, I'm gonna pull up to your Indianapolis show. Is that okay? Is it okay if I show up and just kind of just be there and enjoy the presence of all of my friends? Yeah, I'll pull up, man. I didn't know it was happening because in the past month my social media usage has been almost zero. Which in some ways has limited the communication that I've had with the people in my life, which does suck. I can acknowledge that being as online. But yeah, I'll pull up to your Indianapolis show. I think that sounds like a good time. Anyways, guys, I've stalled enough. We got a good little chat tonight. All people. Fucking. Okay, stream lag. Okay. Let me know. Obviously, I'm not sure if you can hear me right now. But let me know if we get back to smooth sailing on the stream. It's fixed? Okay, cool. Yeah, of course, my internet's a little wiry tonight. It's my lack of Ethernet cable. I had to make that change. But yeah, let me know if I have any more stream interruptions, and we can work them out. But that being said, I'm gonna private DM submission. Hell yeah. Anyways, thanks for being here. A lot of my favorite people in the chat tonight, guys. Stick around. I think it's gonna be a really fun stream. And I don't know, I'm excited. I know I've been inconsistent with streams for the first time ever, and so. Sorry for granting me DMing on Discord. No, please, listen, please continue to do that. I'm sorry. Like I said, I have limited my communication unintentionally or intentionally very heavily.
You can't answer what time
and I'm trying to sort of get back into the swing of things. Get back into properly communicating the way that I want to. It's a process.
I fried my brain. Since then, man, I have abused drugs and alcohol for the past 30 years, man. I have tried
I'm rocking with it. I'm fucking with Mel became a hermit? That is true. I did. Recluse, hermit, whatever you want to call it. But unfortunately, it's a label I can't deny. Mine too, video game, but I forget which one. If somebody in the chat says Geometry Dash, I'm banning you for 2 hours. Oh my god, Shizu, no! No! I can't ban you, you're my only mod. Yeah, you guys, I just got a double tap. Oh my god. That was unfortunate timing. Don't worry, I won't ban you. You get 1 pass. appreciate that we get this little reprieve, this nice little fade out into a nice drony hum. I think a lot of artists would hesitate from an ambient section after that driving electronic groove. What website is that, Bandcamp? Because now you get to get this whole build up into it. Hey, Easy, how you doing? Currently on a walk with my girlfriend. Hey, you, your girlfriend, me, all together.
That's the scientific truth.
You know,
which is not
something that
you
I
shouldn't.
immediately consider on departure from this track is that, so typically when you have such a kind of like a driving electronic groove such as the one you built this song on, you know, it feels very intense. It feels very, you know, it feels like there's a really cool pacing to it. That in a way feels like maybe not inspiring is the correct word, but there's a drive to it that I can appreciate. When you fade out and dull it down and damp it down to that little ambience, that slowly introduce these like sort of IDM textured clicks in the percussion. And hey, Grizzler, thank you, man. And building up that kind of like start and stop little snare riff. What's cool is most people would kind of use that to facilitate an even heightened and exaggerated drop of the same energy beforehand, but maybe a little more conclusive, a little more grandeur inspired. But honestly, I like that. I like that we don't come back to that. I like that we kind of have that kind of very slow moving ambient washy exit, but then you don't get that final like big lift or boost that maybe like a lot of electronic or like fucking like maybe D&B producers would use. So it's sick. Really cool use of not only texture and ambience but also structure. I think it flows really nicely. All right, up next we got The Painter in Maine from Crizzy White, produced by Crizzy White, mixed by Crizzy White, mastered by Crizzy White. What can I say? This man fucking does it all. Still demo? Oof. We'll see. We'll see. King, how you doing, man? Good to see you on this lovely Monday evening. I'm trying to finish more songs. Don't make the goal of finishing multiple songs. I think it, I don't know. I know people say quality over quantity, but that shit, to some extent, it's not a bad methodology.
If I wanna see, I gotta melt my eyelids. Frozen shut when the pain occurred. The painter in man can turn his pictures to life, but he couldn't pay her. Minstrel, she gotta take this all. Give your face so I can take it all. I used to wanna die for you, but now I like the cold. In my brain I can't stop worrying. For you I feel connected. She neglected me, but God, she's looking so impressive. I'm heading down a road I never thought I'd take. Flip the bridge so I can fall away. In my memory, it's sending me a chill in my spine. Copper and tin is replacing mine. The parts don't work and the stone is dry. To cry an ocean of tears if the ocean ain't dry. Ocean ain't dry. Swear the ocean ain't dry.
What did I say? Hashtag Bill's Mafia, hashtag Doty. Hashtag King Allen. Valen, how you doing, man?
Painting her face in the stone I embrace. The taste is passion, been painting a picture of Satan. My mind has been vacant, the hairs on my head have been braided. The pillars of ancient tendencies, they corroded me. Camaraderie is never often found when my heart is bound. Heart is broke, she never had a soul, she never had a brain that she called her own. She only do for me what I think of her. She was never real, she was never pure. Spent too long in my slumber number, slumping over my covers. Drunkenly on my father's sleep, just to stop the dreams, couldn't offer no comfort. Stubbornly I might stick to ways you would call the same, just to keep my faith, keep my face. This is realign, by the time you find that my blood is pain. I was made, I put my soul away into a rotting cage, just to chase pain. Then she did my legs, and she broke them off, then she left me there, said to crawl away. I can't do this forever, no. 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 I can't do this forever, no.
Driving while Mel streaming this beat. Yeah, dude, kind of consider me in the car with you.
I can do this
What's the non-binary version of Mr.?
If I wanna see, I gotta melt my eyelids. Frozen shut when the pain occurs. Pain to remain can turn his pictures to life. But he couldn't pay her. Mistrust. She gotta take this all. Give your pain so I can take it all. I used to wanna die for you, but now I like the cold.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I really thought that I could come up with something there, but it's just not gonna happen.
If I wanna see, I gotta melt my eyelids. Frozen shut when the pain occurs. Pain to remain can turn his pictures to life. But he couldn't pay her. Mistrust. She gotta take it all. Give your pain so I can take it all. I used to wanna die for you, but now I like the cold.
Yeah, no, I know that aggression. So I know the aggression typically is not maybe the sort of aesthetic and kind of approach that you take on your songs, but I do think that this goes to show that you can take it in a cool direction. Because obviously the super stuttered hi-hats, the trap influence on the production, kind of washy, almost ambient chords floating in the background. That's all very Crazy White. I recognize those attributes of the track 100%. But what I also notice is that you're switching your flow and delivery pretty often in this track, giving yourself kind of a bit of room to do a couple different things. And I heard those background vocals that were screaming out. I thought that was cool. I haven't heard you do that a lot. And then they kind of took the forefront a little bit. You kind of had a bit of like a gritty bite to your delivery. And so something that I would say is continue to experiment with that, because obviously I know that it can kind of feel weird to... I mean, me personally, I can't speak for you. Maybe it feels totally natural. But I know that it can kind of feel weird to get a little like assertive or aggressive in your delivery. Because at the end of the day, it's like you're putting that on. You know what I mean? It feels performative in a way, right? But I think it's cool. And I think that if you continue to kind of like mess with deliveries and stuff like that, you could find a really cool kind of balance in your vocal versatility, and kind of what you're able to do. Because on this song, I think it works well. I think it's appropriate for the lyrics. I think it was appropriate for kind of like the tone and the sort of structure of the song. So keep doing it, man. This is cool. So many talented, skilled people in Mel chat. I even told my friend, yeah. See, here's the thing about my stream is we're all really cool and we all make really good music. And that's kind of just like the gist of it. That's just kind of like how things are. So just keep that in mind going forward, that if you're in this chat, that applies to you too. You know what? We're not like an exclusive club. We're not, you're going to see Marty Supreme, of course. I'm really excited. So yeah, if you're in the chat, that is applicable to you. Because you know why? Because we cultivate a healthy community, and we facilitate artistic growth through constructive encouragement. That's what it is. That's kind of like what we're doing here. You know what? I'm honestly kind of like, no, I'm not gonna say that. Placeholder, Ivy Earthworm. 11-minute song? Holy shit, I didn't even realize. I love this little sliding riff. I love slides. I can tell. I can tell. I do too. I'm remembering to show you a riff that I wrote a long time ago. I would just show you now, but my guitars are all downstairs. This part right here kind of has like sort of like kind of like a regal, elegant tone to it. Probably because it just sounds like a harpsichord, which is typically associated with kind of luxury environments and classic environments. tether for everything around it, something to return to, something to look underneath, and other factors get introduced in. A long song does not need to be sonically diverse or have a bunch of transitions to maintain intention. It just needs to make sure that central groove aesthetic is good enough to listen to for an extended period of time. That's all it is. You don't need to have a bunch of crazy dynamic changes to make a song last 11, 20, 30 minutes. You just gotta make sure what you're listening to is good. It's to me, it's as simple as that. If it's lulling, it's meditative, there's a certain rhythm to it that kind of makes it easy to just kind of listen to ad infinitum. Similar reason is why Boris's Flood is so good, or, you know, let's say, I mean, Lift to Experience on the Texas Jerusalem Crossroads is a couple songs like that. Mic needs turned up. Shit. I'll look into that. I have it where I always have it when I stream, so there might be something else going on there, something beneath the surface that we've got to uncover. I like Walking in the Rhythm by Fishmans. That bass line. It's there all 15 minutes of that song. And that's the tether. You gotta have a tether in a song like this. That being said, me personally, probably wouldn't want to go to this year, but I definitely see the direction they're headed in. I don't think that could also be because I don't listen to Border Rock. I don't listen to a lot of music like that. So maybe that's why I'm an activist. Obviously, That was really cool. I really I loved a lot of the outro. I think the outro sends things out nicely. I think, because we were talking earlier about how, in my personal opinion, this is not like dogma or anything. This is just how I feel. In my personal opinion, if you want a song to be long, and when I consider a song like long, I think we're like looking at over 8 minutes. I think over 8 minutes you can be like, yes, this is I think verifiably a long track. I think when you're looking at over the 8 minute mark, what you want out of a song is for the environment, the progression, and the structure to feel complete enough to make it feel like lived in you, to make it feel complete and full. Because the longer a song can go on, maybe structural imperfections kind of begin to show their face a little bit more, because you get to spend more time with them, right? And so if you want a song to be long, it's also giving people more time to notice things they don't like about the central groove, about the choice of timbre and tone and melodies and stuff like that. But what I think this song succeeds in is it's able to take its structure seriously and take it responsibly, where each section feels like it runs a natural course before it slowly shifts and morphs into a similar yet definably and measurably different progression. I love the tones used in this. I know saturation, fogginess, obscurity of melody are your things, but I think what you really shine in here is giving particular melodies and giving particular progressions a bit of clarity to break through that mud, as primarily in those harpsichord sounding synth leads that I feel like are really kind of a shining light in the dark tunnel for this track. I feel like those kind of give it a bit of pop, a bit of brightness, and a bit of contrast to justify a lot of the more atonal and dissonant sections of this track. Overall, I think it's well structured, though. I love the melodies in it, and I like a lot what you've done with the drums to add additional texture and a really cool foundation with that sliding bluesy groove that kicks the track off in the first place. It's pretty great. Hey, Spoder, how you doing, man? And then up next, we've got Freestyle, Epitome of Failure. Let's do it. Things that I like about this track, lyrically, it flows, the tone of the production is super bright and abrasive. Something that I like a lot about what you do here in the track is how you connect a lot of your flows. Obviously where it's a freestyle, the form and the structure of the track is a little looser, maybe the lyrical content is more varied, but you do this cool thing a couple times in the track where your words kind of blend and slur together so much that you can make 4 words kind of just all sort of sound like one kind of continued word. And I love it. You kind of have these little climbing inflections that are the vessel for those little bits to ride in. But it's little tiny things like that I think really just kind of like make this feel like a lot more dynamic of a track. because there's a smooth, watery flow to all your lyrics here. I feel like they're just spilling out of you. And so it's really awesome to hear. I love it, man. I think it's catchy as hell, and I think you've done a great job in the vocal performance. I mean, even, if you want to label a freestyle maybe a little more intense or emotionally driven than a typical track, you could do that reasonably, but I honestly think that this is a really amazing vocal performance from you. And then up next we got Vega, Far From Saturn. A little Saturn's construct action. Okay, I like this a lot. I really, really love how willing you are to kind of move into an acoustic direction, stripping away some of the damp atmosphere and stripping away some of the maybe kind of like harsher pulses and phases that happen in your tracks. Because honestly, as you said in the chat here, somebody said that this is the most clear your vocals have been and could understand them without reading. Obviously there's still some modulation here on your vocals, and there's definitely still a bit of an alteration from the natural tone of them, but there is a certain clarity to them, and I think they work really well with the acoustic guitar, kind of plucking and sliding, rather than maybe super heavy, thickened out chords, or spacey atmospheres, and it's really cool. I know you've talked a lot recently about the direction that your music is heading in and kind of the conventions you want to emphasize as well as leave behind. And I think that this is a good example of that. It's really cool. I think you take it in a nice direction. I like hearing your vocals in this context, and I think this is a really cool kind of step forward from you coming off of your project. All right, 99 Nights, Keyblade.
Fading away. Well, that's what happens when you put your whole being into an attack. You know what I mean?
Hey, thank you, closeted homosexuals. Appreciate the donation.
Right? Anyway,
We got you up next.
I feel like I'm for a keyblade on me in the castle, Kingdom Hearts. I break the weed down, roll the saws, start the gas, don't hit the car. You dug your claws and drove them all, and now I'm left here torn apart. Like what the fuck? My muscles ache, seem out in pain. I feel like I'm for a keyblade on me in the castle, Kingdom Hearts. I break the weed down, roll the saws, start the gas, don't hit the car. You dug your claws and drove them all, and now I'm left here torn apart. Like what the fuck? My muscles ache, seem out in pain. That's just the start. Lately you feel alien to me, like you were Rogers, man. I'm always high, but honestly I felt like that was obvious. You need a sacrifice, well I guess I could be the offering. Sonic cliffs, I can hear the sirens.
Hey, Vale, thank you.
A ghost inside the shell like Lil Nicky. Wake up every day, my ache, she out in pain, that's just I feel like I'm flooded, keep it on me in the castle, Kingdom Hearts, I break the weed down, roll the jaws, front the gas, don't hit the car, he dug, he paused and drove them all in, now I'm empty, torn apart, like what the fuck, my muscles ache, she out in pain, that's just a
Gotta hook
start.
my speakers up for when I mix. Been doing it on my headphones. I've been mixing on headphones for forever.
Sorry for what I did to her. When we find her, you can tell her that yourself. Think I'll pass. My heart just wouldn't be in it, you know? Haven't got one.
Man, you're just the master at hooks. Every single hook that I hear from you is the catch. It's just the most disgustingly catchy thing I've ever heard. Like the combination of your writing, like your songwriting, and also the ability to really just like slam down like an awesome melody, is just killer. The mix on this is super fun. Of course the kind of like wiry, mechanical, and super bright production here goes really well with the mixes that are kind of like ingrained themselves into the general aesthetics of this project. And it's awesome. I think it's so cool. Your voice just kind of jumps up and down throughout the entire track, and you have this kind of like sort of inflection that sort of like comes in like every like second or third word, so it feels very jumpy. It feels very energetic. It feels like there's a lot of pushing and pulling going on in the vocal performance, which I think it just enhances the energy and the dynamic of the track. Tried a new technique for the mix of the verse. The mix sounds really great. I think it fits nicely, kind of like in the pocket of this beat. And even though maybe there's a lot tonally going on, a lot of bright frequencies, it all meshes really, really well. This is just fucking so good. All right, debut single from the one-man band Closeted Homosexual. So this is the first track that is going to start the grand, great path that is this project, that is this one-man band. This is the first impression for everybody here. Let's see it. Let's see it happen.
I remember when I saw you. I couldn't help but think about you, but not in a weird way. 'Cause I am not gay. No, I am not gay. No way. I had a question for you. We went inside the bedroom, and I had to ask. Could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Unlike my last ex, it can't be worse. So could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Unless my last ex, it can't be worse. So could you please give neck like Charlie Kirk? Still not gay though. I'm still not gay. I'm still not gay, please.
Okay. I'll say this. This song is the best thing that has ever touched my body in years. Hey, Moopy, how you doing? Okay. I've got to think about this because initially I was like, okay, this is a nice little kind of like a lo-fi, punky garage kind of like revival sound. It's real stripped down. You got these real chugging power chords, this real consistent drum hits. And then the first verse, I was like, okay, I see where this is going. Real thin, tinny vocals, definitely, And then the chorus hit, a solo, and then the chorus again. Can you give neck like Charlie Kirk? Or something like that. And I will say this, and this is my defense of this track. This is my major defense of this track. If you go back to like 1996 or 1997, this is, you know, very similar to like what Blink-182 was doing. You know, like super just kind of like, you know, basic but punchy instrumentals, and some kind of wacky lyrics, you know, possibly just referencing something most people will know about. That's kind of what that was too. And so my defense of this song is that people loved that back then. This is just kind of like a modern iteration of it. But unironically, bro is actually spitting. I mean, I'll tell you this. What do you want my reaction to this chorus to be? What do you want my reaction to it to be? What is an appropriate reaction? Like, hell yeah? This is fucking nuts, man. This is provocative. This is outrageous. I feel like this song is here to instigate. Twink 182. Okay. All right, we're moving on. All right. I'm going to be sitting with that for a while. That's a lot to chew on. All right. It's a real fatty steak. It's giving me a lot to chew on. And eventually, I'll be done with it. Okay. Jesus Christ. Shizukesa.
You could stay any day. I know inside of my head I go insane. So please don't go away. Don't let me fade. Steady broken in this cold and freezing rain. Winter overrun chest. Help a heart that never heat up. Just hold me close. I've been falling through the seams. Every time you leave, I lose my feelings. Try to keep up. Every time I speak, it's just the fear I start to bleed from. Slow burn, you know I never learned. The touching got me tripping, endorphins blurring my nerves. So trying to keep together, but it cracks it and the hurt grows. Tell me, will you stay when the blazing world will turn cold? Way, conceal the face. How the fuck you live without me? There's something that I've been doubting I can say. But anyway, we're nothing to me, I tell you. But truthfully, I tell you. You could stay any day. I know inside of my head I go insane. So please don't go away. Don't let me fade. Steady broken in this cold and freezing rain. One day, any day. I know inside of my head I go insane. So please don't go away. Don't let me fade. Steady broken in this cold and freezing rain.
Hey, Screwdriver. Ugh, your vocals are just so dynamic. I really just love how you stack layers. And kind of similar to what we were talking about earlier, like how you kind of utilize these inflections as kind of like a repeated motif, like something to look forward to on the tail end of your bars, and on the tail end of your lyrics. Like, you know, in this case, you have these cool, long, drawn out sort of syllables that sort of conclude each one. And I feel like stuff like that is a lot of fun because it kind of creates a familiarity with the song. Like once you hear it a couple times, like your brain, whether you want it to or not, continues to look for those things, which I think is really awesome. I love the writing on this. I love the sound on it. That plucky guitar underneath those vocals, and especially underneath those layers, just sounds so fucking nice. I'm a big fan of it, and as you know, of course, I'm always a big fan of your writing. I think you have a lot of cool, evocative lyrics and some really awesome imagery that I think paints a pretty great picture for whatever scene, emotion, narrative you're trying to convey in your tracks. I'm really a big fan. Then I'm next. Lucas Way, 6 hours till T-Bait.
Bitch, I'm tryna fuck you with a license. Say you out to all your favorite restaurants. Make sure that all your expenses paid up. You ain't gotta worry about it with a guy like me. Take a last minute flight and go away for weeks. We been shopping in the city, grab whatever you need. I'ma treat you better than anybody you have. If it comes to that, I know you be looking back. Like, will you ever find somebody that's like me? Looking like a fan, you getting excited. We get only sorry if there's silver linings. I've been trying not to do that. I don't wanna be the one that makes you sad. Sometimes you gotta push back. Don't let them hold it over your head. It's a long drive from LA. 7 minutes, 6 hours to the bay. Told her meet me there, got a place that you can stay. Don't worry, girl, love it when you say my name. You're the only one that gets to call me that. Anybody else, and that shit would make me mad. They don't know me like you know me, keep it under wraps. Baby, it's just a vision, potential in what we have. You ain't gotta worry about it with a guy like me. Take a last minute flight and go away for weeks. We been shopping in the city, grab whatever you need. I'ma treat you better than anybody you had. If it comes to that, I know you be looking back. Like, will you ever find somebody that's like me? Looking like a fan, you getting excited. We get only sorry if there's silver linings.
I love, like, I feel like a lot of the time, I feel like a lot of our conversations tonight have kind of stuck with kind of reliable and refined aesthetics. You know, kind of what, I guess, very simply, what makes somebody's music kind of unique to them, the common sensibilities, motifs, and aesthetics that make their music recognizable, that they make you think, okay, that's a Lucas Waste track, or oh, hey, that's a Shizukaze track, or oh my god, that's a Crazy White track. And I feel like what persists and is recurring across a lot of Lucas Waste tracks is there's this kind of deep, watery kind of rattle that acts on everything, whether it be kind of like almost borderline mid-range basses that have this cool metallic rattle to them, a kind of a harsh abrasion in the vocal mix paired with this low-tone timbre of his voice. Like, stuff like that makes me look forward to hearing tracks from Lucas. One, it's something that I've come to expect and I've come to appreciate about his work, but simultaneously, what keeps his work, take what's good and you make it consistently good. I think it's cool, very kind of noir nightlife sort of like feeling to it. It feels murky, it feels heavy, it feels emotional. I'd add it to a playlist. Yeah, dude, but unfortunately, every single song Lucas has ever sent into this stream is unreleased. But I can recognize the merit in that because I think that my stream kind of acts as a good testing grounds for ideas and for songs and for demos. So I really like it when you guys send in songs that aren't out because we can kind of collectively sort of, validate and look into the work that goes into this pre-release and kind of maybe facilitate further work to make it a completed product. I'm roxing with it. Up next, we got Wraith. Curtains. Skellington on the production. Let's hit it.
I know I'm quiet. And I know I should speak more. But if you knew the things that were in my head most of the time, you'd know what it really meant.
Holding myself to the imagery. I've been digesting the things that are killing me. Gotta be willing to tear the circuitry. Maybe I'll rebuild it better with purpose. I take what I learned and I double it down on the burden. I'm senseless, shot like it's splattered on curtains. I feel fucking worthless. Punching me down for the sport. I am not sleepy at 4. Fuck yeah, I don't wanna sleep anymore. I feel it down in my core. 3 fucking strikes and no high, I'm not talking a chord. Still according to you, I guess no sentiments proof. I take my medal and show on maybe straight for the roots. Hell, if I'm cutting it through, then will you swallow it too? I'm feeling bitter and truthfully, I've nothing to
I just didn't think that you wanted that.
Well, what did you want?
I just want you to be happy.
But it's only in confidence. I showed the cracks in the armor. It's never enough for an audience. I have been working my ass, still trying to pass off like I'm an artist. Everyone's telling me it's just a part of it. I'm at the end of my waist and I'm nearly restarting it. So fucking much to be wanting when I'm still in my square one. Time's up and my care is done. I could fix this with the right song. Right well with the right touch. I don't miss you, I don't care none. Throw up with my hair tucked. I could fix you, but you can't hunt. Both know where we messed up. I don't hate you, but there's no love. Feelings just got mixed up. When I get more, I don't roll Dutch. Swisher in my lip tuck. I smoke perfume, yeah, that good stuff. Heaven in my temp puffs. I make no school, no I'm not stuck. That will be the next. Oh yeah.
We accept the love we think we deserve.
This rocks. I love this. This has this kind of like stumble to it that it definitely comes off of that kick. And how heavy it is, and how these vocals kind of like, once you get that kind of like sort of repeated, almost kind of like hypnotic flow to your vocals, especially in addition with how they're layered, like it feels very kind of like lulling in a way. Like there's this constant kind of like stumble forward with each line, and I think it fits really nicely for the atmosphere. It's super somber, it's super kind of like muddy and heavy in its tone, and I think your vocals break through that really nicely. It's a cool progression. I think definitely how you sort of present your vocals in this kind of slow, but still even pacing is like that's what makes this song good. Tell me if it's about the vowel thing, because I said it was vague, but I love his vowels in his singing. Like, do you mean like just kind of like the enunciation behind them, like how you're able to take those soft sounds and kind of amplify them to be more like phonetically apparent? Like is that what? Because I can definitely hop on that, you know, because there's because I think people sometimes think that enunciation is only a quality or a trait that goes upwards. Basically, the more something is enunciated, the better that it sounds. But as we were talking earlier with Epitome of Failure, the lack of enunciation of words and how you kind of have this slurring of syllables and phonetics together, there's also a really appealing trait to that as well. And so how you're pronouncing this, not only just emotionally, the emotion that drives the pronunciation, but also phonetically, what you're choosing to emphasize and de-emphasize is going to mean a lot to the listener. Even if they don't know what to look for, they're going to hear it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of more subtle things, even if the person doesn't know what to look for, their brain is going to recognize that it's a good sounding thing. It sounds nice on the ears, and so stuff like that is important. You know what I mean? You kind of these bits and pieces, these building blocks of your performance. You know, performance goes beyond just how emotional was that. You know what I mean? Is he really mad? Is he really sad? You know what I mean? It's more than that, and so, you know. It's important to recognize those things. Let's hit it. Diesel, shake the ground. What's good?
I gotta jump in, yeah. Do that shit like nothing, yeah. Talk through stunting, yeah. Grab my chain, she love it, yeah. Whoa, I'm at top mountain. Cut my thumbs, I can't start counting, yeah. I don't wanna talk to 12. That's me, what's that smell? Yeah. This shit way too loud. Cat got surround sound. She said the bass too loud. I wanna shake the ground, shake the ground. I wanna shake the ground. I can't turn it down. I wanna shake the ground. Even my shake
gets loud. Yeah, I know a place in town. I wanna take you down. I've been leaving no trace now. Yeah, I'm on a one way, there's no way back. I can't make it out. Yeah, so many funds that's on the way back to my bank account. Yeah, and can't take that from me. But tryna say she ain't love me. You better take that back. I wanna stay in my bag. It's got expensive taste. Yeah, I'm about to take home. Shit in the 50 lease. Yeah, she like my neck, I'm crying. Yeah, I gotta jump in. Yeah, do that shit like nothing. Yeah, Tom Cruise starting. Yeah, grab my chain, she love it. Yeah, I'm at the top mountain. Cut my thumbs, I can't start counting. I wanna touch to 12. That's me, what's that smell?
Oh, remind me to tell you guys about this.
I got surround sound. She said the bass too loud. I wanna shake the ground. Shake the ground. I wanna shake the ground. I can't turn it down. I wanna shake the ground. Shake the ground. I wanna shake the ground. She said the bass too loud. I wanna shake the ground. Shake the ground. I wanna shake the ground. I can't turn it down. I wanna shake the ground.
Dude, I just love how fucking just boisterous and big your songs are. It's just such a great time listening to them. I have a lot of fun with it, man. Like, just like how much character and personality you're able to put behind your vocals, how like intoxicating, indulgent, just excessive the instrumentals are as well. It feels like kind of like a strobe light, you know. I mean, it feels like a strobe light with kind of like a total sensory overload, and it's really cool. I like how your vocals are these super wiry, kind of like up and down. Yeah, like it's super bouncy. It's a lot of fun to listen to. This is just great, man. Your music gets me so fucking like hyped up every time. Like I feel like I'm just caught in this whirlwind of melodies and stuff. This is crazy. It's so good. Classic Diesel. All right, guys. Before I move on, I have an initiative that I'm doing now. As you guys know, my music is SoundCloud only. I have been kind of grassroots in my promotion, and for a long time, my very, very best work has existed on a platform that is way past its prime, and there is not a great ease of accessibility to the music that I make. Now, that being said, I have one of two options, right? Obviously, view that as like you know what, that's a great place for it to live, but going forward, we can take a little bit more of an initiative to make sure that I can upload my songs on streaming services, either via self-production or a purchasing of leases, or we can backtrack a little bit, and that is my plan. So, going forward, in the next month or two, I'm hoping by the end of February, I am going to retroactively make sure that I have the proper rights and leases to essentially my past year and a half's worth of work. It's going to be a couple $100. It's going to be a lot of money, but I have gone way too long in my life. I've gone way too long in my career and trajectory as an artist not to have my music on streaming services. So, my goal is to not get everything. But if we look through these tracks, we're looking at really the past year. You know, great tracks. You know, Entropic, Melancholia Redux, Chamomile Radio 2. My favorite song that I've ever made is only found on SoundCloud. You know, my recent release with Better Noise and 99 Nights. You know, Barcade Blues with Garden and Swain. Like, all of these songs are only available on SoundCloud. Now, for a long time, I just kind of was in a position where I was totally fucked because I was never going to have the money to do this. I was never, ever, ever in my life going to have a couple $100 to spare on just retroactively buying beat leases. I mean, even getting them on sale, like a buy one, get one, or like, you know, just like 30% off all beats. Like, even in those situations, like, I just don't have the money. But that being said, I have decided that enough is enough. We're going to do it. I'm not going to get every song I've ever put out. That would be a lot. It would be a stupid amount of money, and half the songs I don't even want on streaming services. I view this as I view this as an opportunity to prune and cull my discography. I just take because, you know, obviously everything I've ever made lives on SoundCloud. But if I just take my very, very, very favorite, my very best work, and put it on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, stuff like that, then people who find my music on streaming platforms are only going to find the songs that I think are my very best, that I think are my favorites. You know what I mean? So not only am I going to be able to cultivate a first impression experience for people that are newly finding my music, but also, unfortunately, I'd be giving credibility to my work as well. You know, when I perform shows or when I talk to people in public and I tell them that my music's only on SoundCloud, you kind of lose a little bit of credibility. Like, oh, so you're not like a real artist. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's the reality of it. And so it's going to be a lot of money. Maybe I'll change my donation thing in the top right from real job to, streaming service beat leases. I tried doing it in a cool collaborative way where I emailed producers whose work I most frequently use, talking about, hey, I understand that there's not really an amazing return on investment for these things given the size of my audience, but I would love to split profits 50-50 or maybe work out some sort of negotiation, but I got shut the fuck down. I got shut down really hard. So I'm just gonna have to buy them. But for those of you who like my music beyond my streams, beyond my YouTube channel, I'm hoping by the end of February I can get everything up on streaming, and I'm really, really excited. I feel like it is absolutely insane and counterproductive that I have not done it up to this point. I just haven't had the resources to. We're gonna do it. We're gonna get there. We're really gonna get there. I'm very excited. 26 is Mel's year. That is the plan. 2025 is the best year for my music ever, and I was still only on SoundCloud. I did multiple shows this year. I got more plays this year than I've really ever gotten. Like, I killed it in terms of performance only on SoundCloud. And so, like I said, even though it's going to be a bit of an expensive endeavor, we're looking at probably a couple $100s just to get the past year's worth of work up on streaming services. But that being said, that's better than nothing. And also, like I said, I can cultivate and I can cultivate a really good first impression for new listeners by having my streaming service accounts be just like my very favorite work. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to share that. I'm really excited, even though it's gonna suck for a little bit. I'm really start small. You can gradually build them up. See, I would like to, at the very least, though, get like in bulk, like the past 8 months worth of work on there. That way I have I have options. It's not just like 1 or 2 songs. I'd rather, instead of drip feeding, I'd rather just fuck it, do it all at once. So you could drop monthly. That is true. That is a good point. I could give a consistent just using whole songs.
Forgot your name, forgot the place where everything was happening. You ain't my face, and I'm a disgrace. It's not part of my imagination. Rock on top as I'm falling through the battle. I don't care if by the hour, 'cause I haven't been in helping her to the soul. I will die. I'm not always sensitive, and you're falling deeper down.
Also, only Canadian, man. I love the crowd. That was awesome. That was really cool. I loved how some of those vocals are just mixed so fried, so blown out. It was awesome. But it's a heavy track. Really love like those double kicks. Really love how heavy and fast this progression is. But also there's this kind of like not doom in terms of doom metal, but there's this very foreboding tone to things. You know, it feels kind of suffocating. It feels like, you know, the song is compressing down upon you as you're listening to it. It's really cool. This is a great set of vocalists. I think you guys all absolutely nailed this. And there's a really cool kind of dynamic shift between your vocals, especially with how much you guys are kind of interacting and engaging with each other. You know, it's not just like vocal, songs over. You know, you're able to kind of sort of like interweave and make dynamic choices to emphasize each of your verses together. It's a really cool collaboration. I think this is a really, really just fucking sick track. All right. Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for sharing. Let me check something out real quick. Oh, my phone's 1%. I should probably get a charger. All right. I got Hazy B. I got King. And I got Bloodwall. Now, as far as I'm aware, these might be our last 3 tracks of the night. Hey, Jasmine, how you doing? Do you have mine? Diesel, we already played yours, brother. Where were you? I hope you're doing well too, bestie. Thanks for stopping by. Let's catch up soon. Alright, let's hit it. Hey, yo! Little buzzer beater from our dear friend only friend. I was out my bad. Sorry. No, you're good, man. I'm just messing with you. I mean, we did play it, but let's get this bad boy pulled up. We're getting a lot of OnlyFriend recently. That's all I could ever ask for. How much longer are you streaming for? We're probably wrapping up pretty soon, actually. Maybe 4 more songs. Just depends. I don't wanna go outside. It's like everyone wants me to die. I put my head on my sleeve sometimes. I don't wanna go outside. I don't wanna go outside. Every day it's suicide. I don't feel a point in my body. Something not alright. I like it. I might go watch the second half of the football game. But after that, I don't wanna go outside. It's like everyone wants me to die. I put my head on my sleeve sometimes. Oh my god, this fucking game is 21 to 14. Like 18 minutes into the game. It's like everyone wants me to die. I put my head on my sleeve sometimes. Dude, that's great too. I really love the repetition of that. Like, I feel like, you know, the song's 1 minute and 52 seconds. It's not crazy long, but I feel like kind of the repetition of like that main little like vocal melody in the groove is really sick. This is great. I really like how your vocals break through on that saturation. I know it's something we've talked about a lot in your music, but kind of the ability to just balance out frequencies and not have everything be just like so tonally homogenous, I guess, in a way, is really cool. This is great, man. This reminds me a lot of some older stuff that I heard from you. More refined, more emphasis on the kind of aesthetics that you like and you've cultivated since then. But this is seriously killer. I love it. Tapping in, I would recommend it. Actually, let's a little like and repost on it. Let's hit a little L&R on it. Return to Cinder, only friend. Oh, this is a cute cover art. Let's do it.
when I left and in the right foot when I came right back. I'm just an empty chest, feeling like 'cause there's nothing left. Crying mysteries on the post-room floor. When you said you wanted more.
Hey, thank you.
You said you wanted more. I'm getting back, I'm getting back, I'm getting back what's yours. The quality takes to snap your saw myself in the right foot when I left and in the right foot when I came right back. I'm just an empty chest, feeling light 'cause there's nothing left. Empty chest, I'm just an empty chest. Said you wanted more. I'm getting back, I'm getting back, I'm getting back what's yours. The quality takes to snap your letter. The quality takes to snap your letter. Return, sender. I'm getting back what's yours.
Dude, Jesus is so good. There's honestly, you know what's interesting about this song to me is there's kind of like almost like a jangly alt rock, like 2000s alt rock sound to it. Like I know that typically when you see Only Friend and when you see Young Spoiler, it's this kind of like hyper paced, like emphasis and kind of natural conclusion to what that sound is. Like, you know, it's super bright, super mathy, crazy powerful, intense vocals, and these super like these guitars that are just slick and shiny, climbing up and down scales. But with this, I feel like there is a reservation of that emphasis. You pull it back a little bit, you withdraw from that energy, and you get this cool little like super like rocky, punchy, like alt rock sound that I think works just really nicely. Like it got me floating like Drake to a freshly baked pie. But you know, the power behind the vocals, they like just the way you've got them laid out, like you're emphasizing them in the right places. And there's a lot of times where your vocals, where they dull down in energy and they just match the groove so nicely. There's such a warm, rich tone to those less energetic vocals that when those big shouts, whether in the background or the foreground, do come in, they feel like there's such a sense of grandeur to them because they feel earned. They just feel so right in a way. Wait, actually, Mel, before you play this, do you want to hear that link I sent, which is like a gay silly throwaway, or like a hard ass Johnson? The link what you sent was a gay silly throwaway, because I kind of want to listen to the gay silly throwaway. Oh, you want to listen to the other song? Okay, we can switch it. I got you. But my point is this is exactly exactly the kind of quality that I expect. We can do gay silly Thorway another time. All right, I can cope with that. And also just like I think, and I talk about this. I think I talked about this on Betting on Carousel Horses when I called it my favorite song of 2024, being that the core kind of central imagery or sort of like phrase that Only Friend tethers the rest of his lyrics to, like that's such a great kind of home base for the themes of the song. You know, this whole return to sender line, like having that, like it feels very like not memorable. I mean, it is, but that's not maybe the word that I want to use, but it just feels like a good core for the track to rest on. Like it feels like it's a good foundation to build all of the other lyrics off of, because it feels like so much is done within that core phrasing, within that hook. I love it. Here, we'll swap out our link. Oh, the Untitled. God, I got fucking flashbanged by that shit. Oh my god. All right, looks like we have 3 more songs, and then maybe. I don't have a whole lot to share. I did drop a song recently. We can listen to that if you want to. I played it earlier in stream, but Or we can just talk about some stuff that I've got on my mind. Ranting to my audience.
I like to have some self-control, 'cause right now I'm not hurting anybody. I like to think it's not my fault, so watch out, 'cause I don't know what could be coming until you press that side. Until you press that side. I like to jump on things I shouldn't, 'cause it feels so good. I know I couldn't. I don't have no problem thinking about anyone but myself. I swear I wouldn't follow the same path I really could have. Once I feel that crack, you'll know if you should have made an effort to figure it out. The nails in my back just go deeper. Okay, what could happen if you were to press that side? Until you press that side. I'm trying to figure it all out. The taste of your fingers in my neck will calm down. 'Cause I just wanna feel again. How could you just let me be this way? I tried my best, but it doesn't work. The options that you gave, there's only so many decisions you could make. I could have known I shouldn't be here. I think I should go. I'll find myself somewhere a long way from home. I'll break back. I'm trying to figure it all out. The taste of your fingers in my mouth keep telling me I need to calm down. So calm down.
Okay, maybe I am glad that we listened to this one, because this fucking rocks. There's so many cool little like switches and progression that like would kind of like make my brain adjust to how the song was moving, because there's just so much movement going on, and and how you get from one idea to the next is really cool. Like everything feels very sharp and punchy, and your vocals just kind of swirl around in all that instrumental chaos, and it's fucking awesome. There's like this kind of hum to the whole track that kind of connects these super like harsh punchy guitars or these vocal passages or whatever. But it's just so much fun. But despite all of these moving parts and despite the chaos, it's also like a super catchy track. Like I feel like there's a high accessibility to just absolutely rocking out with this song. It's almost like an instinct to be like, to kind of let the movement of this song inject motion into you, to move along with it. And I think that's a really cool trait to have. Really nice quality. Yeah, that's the thing. It's not chaotic in a bad sense, because it's very much controlled, technical, calculated. You know what I mean? It's oh, dude, it's so good. Oh, I think it's killer. Oh my god, I'm in love with this song. I'm in love with everything that this song sets out to accomplish. All right. Who's here? Okay. Oh, I'm getting a little call. Let's hit it. Blood Wall. Also, is King still here? Does anybody know that? King, you lurking in the chat? Like a fun roller coaster? Yeah, like there's kind of an up and down, or even side to side sort of a progression. Johnson January is all I'm saying. Please, let me know. Let me know when it drops. I want to know. All right, let's do it.
I can't believe my heart. I thought I'd try every time.
Fuck that, I'm sorry, guys.
Across the state line just to say
This might be a really kind of a buzzer beater entry for the end of the year list. I'd be remiss not to include it in some way, shape, or form. I love it. This kind of like sort of like doled out, like tired vocal, with resting underneath this like soaring space rock revival lead. That kind of pierces through the atmosphere. The track is just an awesome dynamic. Like just those two things alone interacting with each other gives this track such a massive, grandiose sensation on listening to it, and it's awesome. And I like how kind of as things swell and build up, your vocals kind of remain locked down, kind of exhausted and low toned, and I think that's kind of what helps create this really cool contrast between the swelling of the instrumental and the building up of that tone, and you know, it emphasizes that by having that main vocal stay down. It's awesome. I love this, and I think I have to include this on my end of the year list in some spot. I don't know what spot yet, but I have to include it because I'm in love. I think this is beautiful. All right, last track of the night. We got an official music video from King, and this will be it, guys. I have some stuff that I'd like to talk about afterwards, just very briefly, so you can stick around for that if you want to, but it probably won't be a lot. Thanks for being here. It's been a really fun stream, guys. I appreciate it, and thank you for all the donations. They will all be going to my Get member.
Don't tell me, don't tell me.
Even if it takes a while, we're gonna do it.
Pain, say you think can't change me. Just say please, please don't tell.
My goal, I think,
that I believe, but I believe in you. And I can't take the truth. Sometimes I swear. Babe, don't be
so excited.
Don't be me, please. Don't be me. And you say that I don't know how far I've gone, but I'll be day. It's just so long, so long.
Awesome.
Please don't,
Central melody.
don't lose me. Please don't show me. Show me, show me. You know,
oh, that's
girl, I like you. Show me everything about you. Take control. Baby, I'm tired of it. Baby, I'm tired of it. We all fall apart. That's the way it goes. You just come so far. They don't ever go. We all fall apart. Out my head, baby. I try to be, baby, don't love me. Baby, you taught me. Baby, maybe I could be. Maybe I could be. Have no care. Have no care. Baby, I'm.
Fuck. Let me do some tests. Let me do some real quick. Well, first looking is probably look at my channel. Well, we're still live, which is good, but it's probably stuttering like crazy, right? But it's probably stuttering like crazy, right? Okay. Okay. But it's probably stuttering like crazy, right? Okay. 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 Okay, I think we're actually fine because I'm seeing. Okay, I think we're actually fine. Yeah. Okay, I'm hearing myself. So. Okay. We should be fine. I don't even know if anybody's still in the chat. I'm not actually sure what happened there. That was strange. That was a really... Well, shit, sorry, King. The track was awesome. That little, like, Nick Drake-esque little, like, guitar slide that was the main melody for most of the track was just awesome. I loved it. Really minimal, stripped-back background that really put your vocals on a shining display. That was awkward. But it's okay. You know, to be fair, we knew that we were having internet problems as the stream was starting, and it didn't really become a problem until, like, the very, very end. So I can be thankful for that. Maybe I shouldn't have indicated the stream was ending. Maybe I jinxed myself, and the internet was, like, holding itself together the entire time, and then, like, all of that tension released once it knew that I didn't need it anymore. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe if I personify the internet connection, that I can find a solution to what exactly happened. But that'll be the end of the stream, guys. Thanks for being here. I dropped the Lonesome East Coast Blues with, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna have to, like, leave myself on in the background. That way, if the stream crashes, I know what's going on. That way, if the stream crashes, I know what's going on. So I can just mute this, and hopefully. Fuck. My point is I released this song with my friends Bedroom Noise and 99 Nights. I love them both very much. I think they did an amazing job on it. I think I did a pretty good job myself on it. Please check it out. And also, I'm doing cover art. Specifically, if you enjoy this style, or the style that's in my header, which is also happens to be my cover art for my second to last album. If I sit down, if you guys like the style, that is what I'm focusing on right now. I've been having a lot of fun doing it, and I'm looking for more opportunities to be able to do it. So just don't worry, I'm just checking. So if you guys appreciate or like that style and you need some cover art for an upcoming release, please let me know, because I really would like to do more of it. I think it's a lot of fun. And also, once again, in buying cover art off of me, that just continues to add to the Get Melmige Music on Streaming Services Fund, which is obviously very desired, and that's really cool. So I'm going to get off the night. The stream's totally fucked up, but it's okay, because I had a great time, and it was a lot of fun listening to your all's music and talking with you. So in that case, I hope that everyone here has a wonderful night.